Okay, here is Mr. Bump. We just saw Little Miss Whoops, I read. So here's Mr. Bump. Okay, love you, my beautiful Nara. Love you, my beautiful Della. Miss you, girls. Here's Mr. Bump. Roger Hargreaves again. Mr. Bump. This book was 2000. Yeah, that one didn't make sense. This is 2016. The other one was 2007. So something, I can hear that. Oh, you won't get that, are you? Maybe at this age. Anyway, that's the Twilight Zone. This is the sad story of Mr. Bump. The trouble was that Mr. Bump just could not help having little accidents. If there was something for Mr. Bump to bump into, he bumped into it all right. For instance, if you were to see Mr. Bump out walking down the street in your own town, and if there happened to be something to bump into down that street, then you know what would happen, don't you? Ding ding, I can just see him hitting that lamppost. Street lamp, stop it, okay. Bump! Yeah, that was an easy one, wasn't it? Yeah, I could see that happening. Mr. Bump was just the same at home. He lived in an extremely nice house, but even there he couldn't help having those little accidents. I've been making myself a rubber house. It softs a lot of the pain. For instance, one morning when Mr. Bump went outside his house, he noticed that the chimney pot had come loose in a storm the night before. I must fix that before it falls off, thought Mr. Bump to himself, and he hurried to his garden shed to fetch a ladder. It was a very long ladder. Mr. Bump walked up the garden path with the ladder on his shoulder. He turned the corner onto the garden path. Crash! Went the living room window. Oh dear, thought Mr. Bump, and he turned to see what had happened. Crash! Went the kitchen window behind him. Oh dear, thought Mr. Bump again, as he rested the ladder against the wall of the house so that he could climb up to the roof to mend the chimney pot. Crash! Went the bathroom window. Oh, the bedroom window. Okay, he's running out of windows, hasn't he? So, you can see how Mr. Bump had his little accidents. Mr. Bump had had many jobs, but somehow they never seemed to last very long. As soon as anything got lost or broken or splintered or chipped or snapped or cracked or torn or burst or wrenched or crunched or split or slit, Mr. Bump got the blame. Oh, poor little fella. Looks like he broke the broom too. I assume that was a broom. For instance, when Mr. Bump worked on a farm, he tripped over the farm dog and spilt the milk which he was carrying for the farmer's wife, and which the farmer cat lapped up. I can't see the cat in that picture. Maybe it's in another picture. For instance, when Mr. Bump was a postman, he got his hand stuck in the post box, and they had to fetch the fire brigade to come and set him free. Well, what is he doing in that part of the post box? That's not how they pull the mail out. That's how you put the mail in. For instance, when Mr. Bump was a bus conductor, he fell off the bus and couldn't catch up again, and all the passengers travelled without having to pay. This guy's a little bit happy there. Look at him smiling. Yeah, I saved my... Bullies can take my money. No. For instance, when Mr. Bump was a carpenter, he found that when he was hammering nails, he hammered his thumb most of the time, and the nail hardly at all. Well, in a way, he probably hit that nail instead of that nail, because his thumb has a nail. So he got the nail either way. Sorry, that shouldn't have been really that. Okay. In order to recover from this series of rather unfortunate happenings, Mr. Bump decided to take a holiday. There he could think about what sort of job he could do where he wouldn't do such a nuisance to everybody. So off he set to the station to catch a train to the seaside. Well, look at that with his little briefcase. I hope it's maybe it's a suitcase. That's a red moon. That's a wolf's moon. Well, anyway, while Mr. Bump was on holiday, several things happened. For instance, he fell off the boat into the sea, and the lifeboat had to come and rescue him. Well, you didn't have far to the white sands of Clover there. Well, there's a yellow moon, or sun, maybe that's the sun. For instance, one day when he was quietly walking along the beach minding his own business, he got his foot stuck in a bucket, and as he couldn't get it off, he had to walk around with it on his foot for hours. And it clunk clunk, clunk clunk, clunk clunk, clunk clunk. That would make a lot of noise, wouldn't it? For instance, another time, he was walking along the beach. He walked straight into a large hole that somebody had dug, and he had to stay there all night because he couldn't climb out of it on his own. However, despite all this little accidents, Mr. Bump enjoyed his holiday, and while he was there, he had a splendid idea about what sort of job he should do. It was quite the best idea Mr. Bump had ever had, an absolutely splendid idea. Help! Help! Hang on, I just have to try to throw that in there. And now Mr. Bump works happily for Mr. Barley, the farmer. For Mr. Barley has a rather large apple orchard on his farm, and that's where Mr. Bump works. Mr. Bump's job is picking apples, but he doesn't use the ladder to climb up the tree to pick the apples like other apple pickers. Oh no, Mr. Bump has a much better way of picking apples than that. He just walks about, and before long, Mr. Bump, being Mr. Bump, walks into the tree. Bump! And down falls an apple, and Mr. Bump catches it. This makes the job of apple picking much easier, and Mr. Bump is very pleased about his new job, and Mr. Barley is very pleased about this new apple picker. So you see that the story of Mr. Bump isn't such a sad story after all. And if you ever bump yourself, you know what to do, don't you? Now, what do you do? Hang on. Is it paid? Oh, you become an apple picker. No. Go and eat an apple picked by Mr. Bump, and then you won't feel your bump at all. You remember that the next time you have a bump, won't you? Good. And that's the end of Mr. Bump, the story of Mr. Bump. Love you, my beautiful girls. Bye.